lose my mind. I can't comply.
Hello everybody, welcome to a quick corner. It's been a long time since we've done this, and we're changing up a little bit, trying some new things with it. I'm one half of it, DB, and with me this week we have Andre. So we're going to go ahead and talk about just 3 things this week that are pretty much we're going to bring up and inform you about. First thing, Zendaya, who was cast in the Spider-Man Homecoming film coming next year, they actually released, well, they're kind of announcing her role. And it's been speculation. People have been dubbing her, but it's been rumored that her character would be a new character named Michelle for a while now. But now they actually came out and her character is that of Mary Jane.
Really?
Yep. She's going to be that redhead, calling Peter Tiger love interest model that kind of got a thing for Tony Stark. White girl.
Well, I mean, all girls have a thing for Tony Stark, I think, at this point. Because Tony Stark is pretty much the best man in America.
Okay. But
well, you have to admit that he's at least on par with Bruce Wayne.
Okay. But yeah, it's been a little bit of thing to go with this because, you know, people kind of upset because Zendaya is African American and Mary Jane is a white girl from, you know, New York.
But didn't they have a black Spider-Man or like a Mexican one or something?
They have a black Spider-Man, but he is in the Ultimates universe. He's part of the Ultimates universe, so it's kind of different from the original. And they have Peter Parker in the Ultimates universe. He just kind of passed the mantle down to Miles, so.
And it's not indicated that this might be what's happening here?
No.
Okay, so it's just going to be Mary Jane is now chocolate delicious instead of vanilla swirl. Okay.
Yep. Pretty much they're doing like Iris West, making the whole West family African American, which I don't really mind because it's a secondary character love interest.
I don't know. I always figured Mary Jane was one of the key characters to the entire Peter Parker story arc.
Yeah, she's like one of his basically major love interests after Gwen Stacy died for like years, and they recently brought her back.
You know, it's amazing how smart Peter Parker is, but he completely forgot that gravity and inertia are things.
Yeah. Well, we're just hoping the best for her because from what I've seen, only thing I've seen her on is the dancing show on Disney, so I can't really judge her acting ability like that. But if she does a good job acting and she pretty much nails the character, which is not really that much for, you know, MJ you gotta do. I mean, look, you pretty much came from Kristen Dunst, which isn't like that high caliber of actress. So
wow, just throwing salt all over.
I'm sorry, but she really isn't. But if everything goes, you know, if she can nail the part down and be that, like, you know, teenage dream that Peter wants, I say go for it. You know, these were, as I've heard somebody say earlier today, these were comics written by, like, you know, people in the 60s where you couldn't really make people of color in comics that much. So I'm down. Nope.
Maybe there might be a Captain Falcon cosplay and she'll show us her moves.
Well, unless they make Captain American Falcon.
Ew.
So.
Ew.
Yeah.
Bad.
So.
Next, please.
All right, next topic.
Yeah, the Titanfall technical beta is starting actually this weekend from the 19th to the, I believe, 21st. It's going to have, it's just a multiplayer only beta. There's going to be 3 modes a 4x4, a 8x8, and a 5x5 mode. It's the usual team play. Get a bunch. Well, I believe the 8x8 is a pilots only mode. The 4x4 is players and mechs, and the 6x6 is a capture the flag variant. It's just there to show off Titanfall 2's multiplayer chops and how the game would work. And I'm not really expecting much more from 2 than I did get from 1. 1 was a solid multiplayer game. What everybody's really trying to keep their eyes out for, I think, is the campaign. Because the campaign 1, while okay, didn't... Let's just say you saw a lot of cool stuff, but there was no explanation as to why this cool stuff was going on. The campaign from the trailer we saw at E3 and from what we got from Gamescom, they're supposed to be focusing a lot more on the campaign this time around. In addition to making it multi-platform, because really the one thing that sunk that game faster was restricting it to Xbox only.
Well, I think they really need a story, and yeah, they said, I remember them saying that they're going to definitely fix that with
I don't know
more on PlayStation now.
I don't know if you remember, but did you see the E3 I think the year before Titanfall released, and the Microsoft rep came out and said that it was Xbox exclusive, and the guy paused and looked at him like, what? Like nobody informed him of this before he went out on stage to give his presentation. And everybody's smiling, shaking each other's hands like it's the biggest coup, and then the game releases and it dies in, I think, 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
You can still get multiplayer games, but not at the same speed or rate. I mean,
well, let's hope that it does better on PS4 than it did there. So,
I mean, I'd be happy if they added some decent customization. I'm talking about switching out arm and leg and customizing armor plating and just getting into the real nuts and bolts of walking around in a gigantic mechanical suit of death.
True. And put a story to reason why you're walking around in this suit of death.
Because space wizards, obviously.
Probably.
Oh, you never heard apparently, I'm not sure if this is still legit, but in the first concepts they're saying that this was literally going to be space wizards versus space marines with giant mech battles.
Alright, I think I'm done for that.
What's wrong with that? No, hold on. What is wrong with that premise?
No, it's just out there. That's it. That's all.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying it's out there. It's kind of like, whoa, I don't know. It seems almost something that would be in...
Whatever, Space Wizards versus Space Marines is still better than Metal Gear Survive.
I think everything is better than Metal Gear Survive right now. So, yeah. Alright, so last thing we want to talk about, it's just a quick little thing I saw online. It's gonna be everybody knows about the Godzilla movie that's coming out, well, that's already out, Godzilla Resurgence. It's doing a really good job in Japan. Everybody's loving it. Apparently, there's going to be an animated movie come out for Godzilla in 2017. It's kind of weird because they just released Resurgence. I'm guessing they're gonna just, have some type of story, maybe a history for Godzilla or whatnot. Like him being a little lizard and got irradiated. Either that or it's gonna be far in the future where it's gonna be like, hey, Godzilla, it's like the year 3000 and Godzilla's still around. I don't know. It's weird. No, funny thing about Godzilla Resurgence, that Godzilla is now the tallest Godzilla ever made.
Well, I think it's a case of one-upmanship.
Yeah.
Because the Japanese have always kind of sneered at American efforts.
Yeah.
But I guess they figured they had to step up their game, considering that the 2014 Godzilla movie was good.
Yeah, and people actually started liking Godzilla again. And we had the biggest Godzilla at the time.
And there was no weird fart gas powered drop kick from halfway across the map.
Yeah, you know. And we also didn't have like the baby Zillas and stuff.
I didn't mind the little baby T-Rex raptor things from the original Godzilla, you know, the one that got thrown into a building and then blown up by a tag team attack.
Yeah, exactly.
They basically pulled off a JoJo Super on.
It deserved that.
They pulled off a JoJo Super on the freaking American Godzilla.
Yeah, it deserved that. God. All of it. We're sorry about that, Japan, but you know we do have this one, and it's gonna make a sequel. We got Skull Island coming out with King Kong, and I know they're probably going to combine King Kong with Godzilla, with our Godzilla.
Well, they're saying that Godzilla 2 is slated to drop on March 22nd, 2019. So you know, if you're dead by then, well, apologies. But if you're alive, probably might want to consider maybe checking it out, possibly.
Yeah. If you're alive, go see it. But if you're dead, probably go see it too, because I'm sure zombies like to see entertainment with good movies.
Zombie-tainment.
Exactly. My only hope is that they eventually find some way, somehow, maybe they combine it with Pacific Rim. You know, because Del Toro's been pushing that back so far. Okay. All right. This is strange. He never does that, so.
No, but Pacific Rim is good.
Yeah. But anyway, that has been a quick corner. If you like what you saw today, give us a like, share, comment, thumbs up, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys next time. Remember, show some class, act like you've been sold before.